There are so many windows that are firing off in the background right now. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome back to the lab. There's a new version of no, don't install. Install on quit. Yeah, there we go. I want to make sure that that's actually doing a thing. We don't want that. We do want that. We do want that. And we don't want that. Cool. Let's see here. Oh, it didn't open up any of the normal windows. So apparently that means that Twitch didn't do like any of my stuff. Hello, Przemko. How you doing, mate? Thanks so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. What am I doing right now? Trello. I am all kinds of thrown off because apparently none of my windows that usually popped up over here. So or none of the what? Oh Jesus! Hello, Salty Mod. Can you tell it's a Saturday? Thanks so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. How you doing? Well, hello, Tilly. Tilly behind me sounding like she's about to vom everywhere. All right, so apparently we don't have any of the normal windows. Streambot. Yep, that looks right. Confirm this. That looks good. Arregidry. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I think the stream title is gonna be wrong, but what can you do? Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness, it has been a morning. My apologies for the late start. Was helping a friend out with some stream stuff, and then of course had to go and get more coffee because coffee. I am a creature that converts caffeine into code. So let's take a look-see, shall we? So where last we left off, we have centralized logging. We have some stuff. We have a key value store for the bot. We have coin throw. Got a lot of stuff over here. Holy shit. Just out of curiosity, what are you working on right now? Thank you for reminding me. I'm supposed to be doing a reminder for these. Whoopsie. We are working on a Twitch chatbot in Go, which is the even though it says Medj Labs, because it's acting like me, that is the bot. So let me ta-da! I know, Tilly. It looks like shit. I do a ta-da, and immediately the first thing that Tilly does is just ugh. But yeah, we are building a Twitch bot in Go. We currently have a working bot, which is the thing that is currently talking on my behalf in the chat. Yeah, Medj is the bot that's writing himself. I thought we agreed to not talk about that. I literally can't keep that face for longer than what was that? Half a second? Yeah, I think that was just like a half a second. Beautiful. So yeah, now we're kind of in an in-between. Yes, I know the board is public. Yes, I want the board to be public. Yes, can you tell that my career choice in life was well placed? We have choices. We have a lot of choices. Oh man. All right, let's see here. So we've got some tests that we need to add. That's something that I definitely want to do at some point. Hello, Saucy. It be a Saucy bee buzzing around in the lab. How you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. I want at some point to I want to do kind of like a like an offline screen, and I have no idea how this is gonna happen, but I want to do an offline screen where it's like me at the computer, cats just like hanging all over me, and then I want to do like a representation of like have a pumpkin for spooky, have a bee buzzing around for sorcery or whatever you want to be represented as. Just want to have like something that just shows me and all my friends. Duh. Of course, that is what I'm here for. All right, so what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we building? What are we building, chat? I think most of this gets into the on-stream stuff. Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about an animation. I was just thinking about an image. I see all the animations and I just go, whoa. It's so good. Do I have the... Oh yeah, there it is. Teeny tiny little last sub up at the top. So, we have stuff showing on the screen. I think what I wanted to do... I'm gonna need some space for myself. This is gonna look really weird for a little bit. Oh God, oh God. Kind of channeling my inner Yorker there, hang on. Lock. Then we bring the last sub. That's not a lot of space. Oh God, it got smaller. Oh no. Yeah, so this is gonna look disgusting, but oh man, I don't think that's gonna work. This is the peak of technology. Let's be real. Yeah, so that's kind of what I would like to build. I've been going back and forth on, oh God, there it goes. Bye. And it's gone. It actually yeeted itself, like, it's gone. It is actually gone. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so we're gonna need to grab that again. Just do one of those. All right, so this was just a browser. Oh wait, I can do a thing. Transform center to screen. Yeah, there it is. It just got real tiny. Boop. So this is one of the things that I was looking at, just doing like a last sub, last bits, or really even I could just do like an activity feed. Did I have one? Did I have one of those? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, interesting. Thinking about like maybe taking more of the top of the screen and just like dedicating that as a bar, and then just having like a side scroll for new events. So many ideas. How would we do any of them? How would we do any of them? So in order to make that work, that would mean that I'm gonna be screwing with my layout today. I apologize in advance. So that would mean that like the code would be like this. I think. Oh, kind of a problem considering that like you all can only see down to enable all, but I can see to string.var. So like you don't see this unless I do that. Oh, that's interesting. If I make it smaller though, aha, aha, ha, ha, ha. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, yeah. So welcome to Medj tests his layout and puts it through its paces. This'll be fine. At least I can kind of sort of mess with it from that. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. So then if I do that, and then I make that just a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the desktop so that I have something for reference later. And then we could do like that. Live. I'll probably change this to like last bits or last something or another so that I don't have to actually. Oh, that was enough. Okay, hold on. I've got so many things rolling around in my brain right now. I need to focus a little bit. Oh god, y'all can't see that either. Here we go. So we need a debug URI slash debug action simulate event. Is that going to be possible? I have no idea. Simulate bot event to save viewers' wallets. Even though there is no expectation for anybody that is watching to participate in the testing with actual money. Just saying. So this would kind of be the equivalent of like in Streamlabs where you can trigger an event. So it would be something like I want to trigger a bits donation. I want to trigger a sub notification. It's just a way to trigger those types of notifications, so that we don't have to be like, hey, Przemko, could you maybe cheer some bits? You know, spend some money on my testing. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Ooh. Paracord. Sorry, I had a spurt yesterday where I was like, you know what? I kind of want to try some paracord weaving. Let's see what happens. And so I spent an ungodly amount of money on it. Don't do that, chat. God, now that I'm going through this, I'm like, there are so many things about the layout that I would want to change, but we're not gonna do that right now. We coding. So, in fact, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the debug action because I would love to be able to do to simulate last sub just to see that is actually working end to end. I think we tested this like a while ago, and then we changed a metric ton of code. So yeah. So let's see if we can get that going. Oh, and also, CatCam is no more. I need to make sure that is CatCam redemption still a thing? It's not. Okay, good. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. I bought a camera dedicated to CatCam so that it would be like hanging off of the desk. It would be pointing directly at the floor, and so whenever somebody redeemed CatCam, it could turn on and it could show the cats. Yeah, that camera died. It probably died of cuteness overload, but like, still. Yeah, that camera died. It only been a week and a half, maybe. I think I only turned it on like twice. Oh, that's awful. Oh well. So yeah, CatCam dead. We'll get CatCam back in a little bit. So how are we gonna do this? I think probably the easiest way to do this is going to be via a webhook. So, anybody's not aware, a webhook is literally just a URL that that you can call that triggers an event. And we call it a webhook because it's a hook that's available on the web. Clever, I know, right? But in this case, the webhook would just be a HTTP route that I could call and do things like trigger a sub, trigger bits, all those things. So let's do this as a debug. Oh god, now that sea shanty's in my head. Debug, trigger various events for testing. What we may have to do, although it's not really much of a concern when it's here, we may have to secure this. Oh god. To do, how do secure when deploy? I've actually seen a bug ticket that looked exactly like that. It was great to triage. Oh, hello, pizza. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. Why were you thinking of a Medj? Because I was thinking of you. That's not creepy. Hi. How you doing? What's going on, mate? How you been? s.router.handlefunk. Handle the funk. About Twitch released something called Twitch CLI 1.0. To hell with what I'm doing. Hang on a second. Twitch CLI 1.0. Let's find out. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, hi. Public beta for the Twitch command line interface. Ability to test event sub and web sub hooks. Pizza. Yo. What are the changes? Okay, changes since beta. As we noted, only a subset of the topics for both event sub and web sub. What the hell is web sub? Oh, it's webhooks. Okay. Web sub specification. Uh-huh. I love these diagrams, by the way. They're just amazing. Hello? Okay. So... Interesting. What is this? Allows previous events to be refired based on the event ID. Oh, hello. Yo. Now the caveat to this, it looks like, is that it does require event sub, which we don't yet have. But this is amazing, pizza. This is basically the testing tool that I'm literally about to write. Oh, that's so cool. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna write it, but that's cool. Yo. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and do a little boop and a save, and we're gonna come back to that because that's freaking cool. Ah! Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, mate. And that suggestion could not have been more timely, because that is literally what I am about to build. Except that we don't use event sub, we use the webhook, or the web, WebSocket, there we go. So I do kind of have to finagle it a little bit for now, but when we move to event sub, In fact, I'm going to make a ticket for this. Yoink. POC event sub. Note. Check out the Twitch CLI pizza. I'm just gonna say that you said it, because I mean basically you did. Hell yeah. Thank you, mate. What do we got? It seems very interesting. How long have I been programming? Since 2004. So that would be actually, I think technically my first real my first experience with programming was when I was 12. So that would have been 2002. Yeah. But I consider my career in programming starting around 2004, which was when I landed my first job. I worked as a scripter on a game that had a built-in programming language. Oh geez, so that what is that? 16, 17 years? When did I start on Grawl? I think that was in June. So it'll be 17 years, I guess, working in June. So, oh my god. 17 years I've been doing this shit. Oof. Me too, pizza. I feel like at some point anybody that has dabbled in code has at least dabbled in three things: cheat engine, one of Cold Fusion, ActionScript, or just like Flash, the Flash world in general. And depending on when you messed with it, when you started programming, PHP bulletin board. Anybody remember bulletin boards? I do. I'm 31 years old. Like, I was 9, I think, when bulletin boards were still like a popular thing. Oof. No. Just name yourself. Yeah, no, I was technically young when bulletin boards were a popularized thing, but it was like bulletin boards and IRC. Was it CNET? I think. Anyway, it's like before forums really took off. Before somebody created PHP BB and PHP MyAdmin. Those two things basically became the de facto standard for building forums. Like, all of a sudden you could just copy paste this blob of PHP code into your Apache or IIS server or whatever it is that you were using, and spin it up, and whoosh, there's a forum. And then PHPBB lets you do things like create all of your sub-forums, create all of your topics, create all these things. And it was kind of like a self-serve start, and then forums just fucking took off. Yeah, the internet back in the early 2000s. Actually, that would have been 1990. No, that would have been 2000. When was PHP? Sorry, we are not doing shit right now other than looking up PHPBB. That's what I wanted. Initial release December 16th, 2000. 16 years ago, PHPBB graced the internet. Thank you, Paul Owen. Masterful man. It has more languages? Excuse? Or is that just in, oh, no, that's in, locale. I was gonna say, PHPBB. The name implies the language. I'm kind of curious. What does this look like? Oh god. Is this gonna go, okay. Is it gonna take me to SourceForge? No, the internet has evolved. Holy shit. Oh, hello. Doxing just a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Fucking SourceForge. Yo, this looks the same as it did before. Although there's some new stuff. Ooh. Sorry, I know we're just like... Oh, I gotta know now. All right, hang on. Secrets. Let's open up a new tab. Let's make it bigger. Oh God, I lost my window size now. No. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. CD downloads. Sorry, just pulling up some. We're just screwing around at this point now. PHPBB. And get init, because why the hell not? Git add all, just so that I can get the good fuzzy finds. Boop. And let's go. All right, so what do we got? We've got index.php. Oh man, this is bringing back memories. I think I only ever made money off of one PHPBB site. Oh yeah, here we go. And SQL embedded into your web page. How you doing? This is... Wow. Yeah. I know, right? Let me bring that back down again. Oh, got it. Went boom. MCP. Oh, yeah. Setting to let the style designer know where he is. Why's it gotta be a he? Paul. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is bringing back some memories. Oh man. All right, one thing that I do want to know includes BB code. How you doing? Oh man, what oh, it doesn't. Oh wait, set number. Yeah, there we go. 707. This used to be massive. Oh shit. Okay. Huh. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I used to. God, I used to make these for fun. It was god awful. But I remember I only ever made money off of one of these. It was for a paintball forum of all things. And I remember the thing that just like destroyed me on trying to implement was actually a messenger. Like trying to create this idea of a messenger inside of PHPBB, and I didn't do it. I failed. No worries, mate. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, that was a trip down memory lane. Let's get back to Go. And sorry, Salty Moth. To your question from before. So yeah, I've been doing this for about 16 years, and programming language that I enjoy the most, Go. Definitely Go. Hello, Dry Bones. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. How you doing? Golang has definitely become my new favorite. C has a special place in my heart because I'm an old school C developer. Like that's kind of where my career really kicked off. But even I have to admit, I like Go a lot more than I like C. And I do still kind of sort of have a little bit of love for Scala. Because my official career, I kind of split my career into two parts. My unofficial career, which is from like 2004 to 2013. It's basically where I was just working like as a student. And either I was getting paid or I wasn't getting paid. I was working as a developer. Like what I do now is basically the same thing as what I did then. So that's kind of why I consider my career to start in 2004. Yeah, and then the official part of my career is 2013 when I graduated college and I actually like got a job offer to work as a software developer at a company full time. So yeah, that's oof. But my official career was dominated by Java. Like Java was everywhere, mostly because of where I live. And so Java, not really my favorite language. Scala was kind of the replacement language for me. It still ran on the JVM. It still ran on all of this existing infrastructure. It still worked with Java code, but in my opinion, the language was better. And it also got me into functional programming. So yeah, if I had to choose two, if I had to choose one, definitely would choose Go. But I do have kind of like, I still have a love for Scala. If I had to go back to a JVM language, God forbid. So yeah, little Medj, did a Medj history for you. Just woke up, slept in today because I don't have a ton of work in the morning. That's a nice feeling. Being able to wake up and not immediately go, ugh, like, that's a good feeling. Just saying. All right. So, what do we want to do? We want to create a couple of. Honestly, I just want to keep these as simple as possible. And I do kind of sort of want to protect them a little bit. But for the time being, we can just do like a debug sub. And we'll do like an s dot, I still have some, so no worries, Dry Bones. Thank you so much for the lurk, mate. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Enjoy your time with the lab bots. I wonder, do we do a, I don't know that I have a, oh, there is a lurk, little lurk thing here. Tiny little lurk, so cute. What do I want to call this? Debug sub, maybe? And then I'm thinking we just have a couple of these. So it'd be like debug sub, debug bit, debug raid. And we can kind of do like that. Now, debug butt, yup. Hello, I'm a child. Stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head and now my ear's going nutsoid. Oh, hang on. Let me clear that up real quick. Clear that. Ah! My nose is going nutsoid. All right. So, I could just have a single debug endpoint. Tempting. So let's just start with the debug sub for now, and let's see how that goes. So I do want to have, okay, so we got server handler. So let's put this server debug.go. Debug. Okay, package server. Func S server. Nope. S is a server. Saver. debug sub. And this will return a http.handler func. So for this, we want to return func. Let's see here. W is a http.response writer. R is http.request. I have no idea. Whoa. I have no idea what Vim was doing there for a second, but all right. All right, so debug sub. So in the case of debug sub, what I think we could do, now does this have a route back to the bot? No. I think for this we need one. So if we did this, then we could do something like s.bot. Send mess. Well, no, not send message. We would want to do no. That will send data to the bot. Yeah. Oh dear. Huh. Trying to think of how we would do this. So effectively what I would need is a way to send events to the bot, which right now we do that by doing this this register client. So if we wanted to do something similar, we would basically create a client. That client would have various methods, and then from the handler we would have to trigger that client. So it would look something like this. So we would need the set destination, type debug client struct, and then func client is a debug client. Oh god. Set destination. You would do like that. This would be bot.event. Divbot is not imported, so we import the bot. Debug client now has a thing. Should have a comment or be unexported. Yeah. And I really need to figure out why Vim is doing that. Set destination from bot.client. Okay. And then this would be client is a debug client. Client. Or we could just make this a yeah, let's do that. So if we do like that, then we wouldn't necessarily need to register the client here. Or maybe we do. Maybe we do. We just create debug client as a part of it, register, and then do this. And then and then we would do the thingamadoos, the thingamabobs, the thingamab. Thank you so much for stopping by, Salty Moth. I appreciate it. Have a good one, mate. And actually, perfect timing. So before I get any further with that, someone's at the door. So let me. I'll be right back. There be a minor problem. Well, hello, Zelda. Yes, hello, and welcome back to the lab, where, apparently I've been supplanted.
Hi, Zelda. And hi, Bean.
So, yeah, it would appear that, I am not allowed to do the codes that I'm supposed to be doing.
Hi. Are you quite cozy? Quite cozy.
I don't know what it is. She loves this chair. Like, I've even gone so far as to I pulled a desk chair from the other room, like put it over here so that she would have a chair, and she still sits in this one.
Is this your way of telling me I need to stand up? You sweet girl.
All right, well, I guess this is where we stand up. So hang on. Yoink. Wah. Oh yeah, that's a flattering shot. Hello. Yoink. All right, we're gonna do standing stream. Let's see how long that lasts. Oh, good lord, what is going on with this mop? Woof. Oh, look. Oh. Yeah, I never noticed that. Oh, that looks like shite. Oh, hello everybody. All right, so we back. Zelda forced us to stand up because she demanded the chair, so we're gonna let the baby girl have the chair. All right. I hope you're bloody proud of yourself. She's just stretching out like, yes, this is my chair. Peace off, human. Like, yeah. Let me turn the fan. Which I know I say as I'm wearing this, like, sweater thing, but it's comfy. I like it. Alrighty, so where are we at? Debug sub. Debug the sub. So set destination. This does a thing, so c dot events equals events. For that, we're gonna need a channel of events is of type chan. Yeah, we just want to send on this channel. Bot.event. And so, what this is technically doing is it is technically giving us a another point of maintenance for if, say, the how we represent a sub, for example. If that changes for any reason, then technically this is gonna fail. But that's why we write tests. So let's see. For this, we would want to do something like not that. Woof, that almost got bad. Let's grab that. As like the constant concern of a Vim user. K goes up, right? Yeah. J, K. Do you see the problem? If I'm in normal mode, it's fine. If I'm in insert mode, I'm typing. Anyway. Debug client, let's see here, send sub. So send sub is gonna do nothing. It's just gonna say c.events. You are going to send a bot.new sub event. All right, so this is the thing where we have to do a delete to this. EVT equals bot.new sub event. And then eventually we'll do c.events send EVT. So for this, let's see here. So let's just do recipient, or actually let's just do evt.sender. So we'll do a gift sub and all that fun as well, but sender, oops, equals, how about Salty Moth? Salty Moth, oh wait, you're lurking, sorry. If you come back, would you like to be immortalized in the code? evt.amount equals 5? Sure, why not? And then evt dot I am a willing test subject. I say to somebody that I'm literally immortalizing in the code before being able to ask them if they want to be immortalized in the code. Send sub sends a mock subscription event to the bot for testing. I feel like we'll probably want to have some kind of a debug flag. Maybe that's set to like a 0 or a 1 by default. Just do like a bit field, maybe. That should be fine. Sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I remind myself that my terrible code when I was starting coding in C went into the Arctic vault. And now I can't sleep. Right? It makes you wonder. It's like, okay, so I was technically an unwilling participant, or maybe I was a willing participant, but I didn't know what was being saved. I wonder, was I part of that? I think I was. GitHub. Medge Labs. Uh-huh. Yes, I am Medge Labs. Sure. There it is. Medge Labs. Screw it, y'all gonna see all this. Yep. Arctic Code Vault contributor. Oh, what went in here? HTTP4S, Scala Maven plugin, my own job orchestrator. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Ooh. That moment when you're like, I mean, I'm a contributor, but am I a contributor of things that I wanted? I made comments in Polish in that code because I was just starting. That's fair. Damn. Well, at least the job orchestrator went in there. I was kind of sort of proud of the job orchestrator. That one was an interesting one, but Hello, Chili. You want to say hi to the stream? She's thinking about it. No? Okay. She gone. Let's see here. Maybe we add a debug field, something like if I were to come into here. So we have events, we got type, sender, recipient, message, amount, title. We could have a debug field in here. I would probably want to default that to 0, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to do that right now. We can potentially come back to that later. Let's see here. Debug client is a dummy client for the bot that we use to send messages. I guess technically we could just make this struct on the fly, but I also am going to need this to persist, so yeah. When you realize there's Linux repo and Git, and then there's your sneaking code with Polish comments and variables. You know, though, both of those projects started from the same place. I actually had somebody that I used to mentor that brought that up as kind of like almost like an imposter syndrome type of deal, and she was like, I have a problem with feeling confident about my code when I can literally look at the Linux kernel repository, and it's like, well, not technically fair, all things considered, because A, it's just you. Linux was literally built by a bunch of people, at least the current version. And even if you look back at the original version, like, Linus is an incredible developer, but even he was saying, like, there's some in there that I didn't really want to be in there. And I fixed it very quickly. Like, that's what you do. You write your shit code, and then you make the shit code less shitty. And somewhere in between that, you make money off of it. That's the goal anyway, isn't it? So yeah, so what do I want to do here? So I think all I want to do here is just do client.send sub. Boop. Done. And then w dot do I even want to do anything with that? I think I just want to return. Let's find out. This is going to be hilarious if this actually works. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't actually do the whole like I think we need to do this in main. Server. Did Linus make any money out of Linux? That's a good question. I have no idea. That's a very good question, actually. Maybe not. server.new debug client. That's what I want. And then I want to pass that as at debug client. And then so what I need to do is I need to add that method. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. I can literally just do debug client. Server.debug client. I send in debug client. Now we have to pass this in on new. New's getting a little large, so yeah. Debug. Debug. There we go. I was struggle busing right there. Oh my god. We also don't have, oh Jesus. Okay, so instead, this actually needs to be bot.bot. Bot is a pointer to a bot.bot. Man, that's bloody terrible. How long do I usually stream? Kind of depends on the day. Today I'll probably go until 9:30. It's about 8:26 right now. So usually I only stream for about two and a half hours or so. It's usually a busy day, so. But yeah, I try my best to do about 2.5 hours on Wednesdays and Saturdays. That's the goal anyway. Bot is a bot. Bot is a bot.bot, which is a namespace of class or namespace bot class bot passing in a bot. Ow. I know C++ when I see it. Oof. Oh, that hurts. What do I need to do here? This probably doesn't need to happen. Okay, let's do this then. Debug client is a debug client. Oops, we don't do that there. Bot is a bot, and then this is debug client equals debug client. And so now s.debug client. So back in main, we don't need to instantiate a debug client. We do need to pass chatbot. And that should... Now technically what we should be doing instead of passing the bot... Yeah, okay, so hold on. We're kind of skipping some yeah. Does that get you fired, or you need to add more bot in that line? I feel like we need more bot in that line. Trying to think of how. Maybe... Now we're just being silly. We weren't being silly before? No. Yes, okay, so this is actually incorrect. Because... Server. We normally do this. And we say chatbot dot register client debug client. And then we pass debug client where it's being used. So we wouldn't bring bot in, we would actually bring just debug client. Okay. I need to remember my own conventions. Can we add a function reference as an argument to bot named bot? Only if you can give me a description of what it should do. And then yes, I will absolutely do that. S.debug client, so S.debug, so we don't need to do that. Now we just receive a debug client, which is already a bot client registered in main. In theory, that should work. Yeah, and I apologize for all the sniffling. This ear is doing that thing again, and it's bothering the crap out of me. Okay, so let me do that. Curl localhost 8080 debug sub. Oh my god, it worked. Well, that part worked. The last sub doesn't appear to have worked. Holy shit. -V is HTTP 200. And I can just sit here and trigger this off all the time. Although, of course, now Salty Moth is just going to be bing, 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 bing. Sorry, Salty Moth. You have been immortalized in the code, and therefore you have been immortalized in that. Oh, man. Cool. Okay. That's handy. That also means that the sub is not making its way back through the bot? Yeah, I don't think we did that part. We have the subs handler. But the subs handler... Oh, how do we do this? Hold on. Server... So we got server routes. We got the viewer metric store. Right, okay. This was where I needed to do... I think I needed to do this. So in the subs handler, I needed the metrics cache is a cache dot cache. I guess what I needed to do. And then from here we would say cache dot oh no, but now we have this. Oh dear, okay. Namespace bot, class bot, body, new bot, old bot. Oh god. Oh, I hate it. Ah, I hate it. I don't like it. Oh, but I kind of do. It's... Oh. Oh, that hurts my brain. Hurts my brain. Zelda. Can I have my chair back, baby girl? Can we trade? She is not wanting me to have my my chair back. I think we are gonna sit back down because my knees are like, ah. All right, come here, Fluffy. I know. There, now we can share. Will you share the chair with me? Will you share the chair with me? Are you gonna fall off? I don't know, she might fall off. I know. That big old fluff. For anybody that doesn't know, this is Zelda. She's a jerk, but I love her. Ain't that right? Yeah. And she has recently discovered that she loves screeches. She loves screeches. Boop. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. What is that painting behind me on the wall? Yoink. Oh, I don't have a zoom function, do I? It's a three-piece. It's a three-piece. So it's yoink. Sorry, Zelda. It is light and dark, and it's it's actually a dead cherry tree, and you kind of got both sides of the coin, but yeah, it's a painting that a friend of mine actually got me for Christmas. It's kind of like a sub $25 gift. Like that was under $25. Bloody wild. Painting should return an imager link to the painting. Let's see. I can add that bloody command. Hang on. What is I think it was on Amazon. So let's see. Painting. Hey. Yeah, there it is. Is there like a direct on version? No, of course not. So that image is kinda shite. There's like no good way for me to get that photo. Oh no. Screw you, Amazon. I got a Mac. All right, so if we do that, the cloud tree is apparently what it's called. Images. Well, that's pretty. Damn. And of course, now that I go to get the image and I start to find more art that I quite like yo. I love the view of cherry blossoms. And I would love to show this, but I would dox myself. Here, we can just drop some Amazon links. I can but I love cherry blossoms. I love Japanese red maples, especially. Like I want to put a couple of Japanese red maples in my backyard. But yeah, that is, oh, I love those. Okay, so view the image, copy image location, which is that. So ain't no spicy life without doxing yourself. Damn right. So let me bring that back up. Let me put that back down. Put this back on there. Okay. And then actually undo this. Commands, or actually this would be in config.yaml. I'm considering this a free feature request. Project prefix painting message painting behind me. And in theory, hey, ta-da! Feature request in the middle of the stream. Painting. Question is, does that link actually work? Probably should have checked that first. Yep. Show does. Oh man. Oh my goodness. It's kind of hard to see, but she's like buried her face into my leg. How bloody adorable. I can't. Delta, you're too cute. All right. Now, let's see here. So now that we've got that, let's go ahead and get a quick save there. Not sure why that's complaining. Cannot use debug client. DOC reset. You can push it to Trello as a finished part of work. Yes. It's like usually I have the feature request as a channel point redemption. You do the feature request and then you get the feature and then I implement it. I add a Trello card and then everything is all official. But I just really like that command. Kind of broke my own process. Debug client of type server.debug. Okay, let me double check. Yeah, no, that's absolutely what this is supposed to be. So go home, COC, you drunk. So yeah, we won't need bot. I think that's the other thing that we needed to do. Just to show the project manager you did more work as an overtime. Minor problem with that. The project manager is right here. She's listening to everything. I sent a photo to work to my work Slack on Friday because she had propped herself up on the desk in front of my monitor, and she was chasing the mouse pointer, but it looked like she was reviewing my code. So I sent that photo to the work Slack. Everybody, every last one of them. So Zelda, how's Medge's code? Tell me. So it was a good time, not gonna lie. If my cat is interested in my code, it must have a lot of maybe. I say nothing. Majestic. Oh no, but this would oh, so actually this is where the debug logic would come in. So what I was thinking, metrics cache is of type cache.cache. So we have access to the cache here. And then we would have something like, this ain't Python, to do if not evt.is, or if evt.is debug return. So we want to do that eventually, but for now we want to do metrics cache.put evt.sender, think. Definition not found. Why? Metrics Cache absolutely has a method called put. What is you on about? It's right there. What type does it think this is? For the time being, we can just do last sub like so. Why is that complaining? Oh, we do have to fix that, yeah. Whoops. I found some good peanut granola oatmeal. So good, so high in calories. I've been doing a calorie and carb cut for the past like year and a half or so. I'm not really that concerned about the calories so much as I was the carbs, because cutting back the carbs cut me oh geez, what was it, like 20 kilos, I think. Am I down to 20 kilos? I think I was at 92. So then that would put me, yeah, so I was at about 92 kilos. I'm now down to 68. But that was after the calorie cutting. Yeah, so I cut about 20 kilos just by managing my carb intake and basically going low carb. But then supplementing that with cutting down the calories. I think I'm now down to like 12 to 1400 a day, just because I just don't eat. I don't need to eat. I don't feel like I need to eat. But oof, was that a process? I used to do that. I used to think that. I guess my body just really doesn't like carbs. Sorry, I'm trying to think why this would be. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. I still have carbs. I just don't have as many. And I mean, this is my usual state for the majority of the day. So there's kind of a interesting. But I can't do that. I have to pass around the cache as a reference. So do I have to do at metrics cache.put, or what am I doing here? I don't remember. Oh wait, was put? No, I guess I do have to do it without the pointer. Not sure why though. I'm not sure why that would be. And I don't know why this is still going absolute baddie. I don't know why it still thinks that new requires bot. That's interesting. Subs. All right, subs handler. Subs handler requires the cache, which, where is the cache? Oh, the cache is way down here, isn't it? Yep, metrics cache is way down here. So let's bring this up here. Conf, channel, chatbot, store, and then this is the cache for various stream metrics. That way, when we come down here, subs enabled, we can say register sub metrics cache. Bing. We do have to fix all of the tests now. Cache equals cache dot in memory 0. Think. That shouldn't fail. As far as I'm aware, it actually can't fail. But then we just do cache. I guess this would be, or it would be at cache. So we have to do the same thing for these. Oh, this will be at cache. Okay. Should be okay. So TLDR was that it was going nuts on me because I was passing in a reference to the cache, but the reference didn't have. I'm not sure why honestly, I'm not entirely sure why the reference didn't have access to the underlying methods. I wonder if put, maybe the problem, persistable put. No? Put is absolutely on the cache, reference. So I don't know why that wasn't working. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, to be perfectly honest. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Good F. But now we have the metrics cache. Register sub handler adds the subscription handler logic to the bot. Make sure I'm fixing these linting errors as I come across them. So if it's a sub event, send the message. If it's debug, if it's not debug, then do the metrics cache dot put. We'll add that a little bit later, I think. Let's see. So we allow that. Perl. It doesn't look like okay. Now, how often is this polling? Forget. Question 2, though, is are they talking to the same thing? Which they should be. So let's trace this. So in main, way at the top here, we have our metrics cache. Metrics cache is used on the sub handler and on the server. And on the server, we have fetch last sub. Your metric store. Right. Dot get last sub, which I do need to abstract those. Yeah. Oh. Right, and because I'm not catching this error and doing anything with it, so if error does not equal to nil, w dot oh, I don't remember how to do this part. I think it's like right header. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. W dot right header. Oops. Status internal server error. Then W dot right. Well, actually, in this case, we wouldn't do anything. We would just do a logger dot error. This would be error. This would be failed to fetch last subscriber. Or actually, last subscriber. Cache fetch. We do something like that. Why is anything from net from technically not wrong. Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. Last subscriber cache fetch, invalid character S, looking for beginning of value. I bet that's the logic that's grabbing from cache. I mean, NetBeans was okay, but I wouldn't necessarily call it unclogged. All things considered. Yo, though, it does take 20 years to launch IntelliJ. I mean, this is why I'm a Vim user, to be perfectly honest. Like, I got so fed up with how slow IntelliJ was getting, how slow, what was it? What was I using? I used IntelliJ, I tried GoGlands, or Goland, I can't remember what they ended up calling it. PyCharm. VS Code's actually not bad. I just wish that they had better Vim support for like jumping back and forth and doing things like for example, if I could control P and bring up the file browser or nav to the file browser, I would use VS Code more, but just doesn't work for me. So, plus, I mean, I kind of like having direct access to Vim. It just works. Took a long time to get here, but it works. For me, at least. Okay, so we are not doing JSON on Marshall, I don't think. Yeah, we're not doing this. How would we do this? IntelliJ, VS Code, VS, and Android Studio for all the project. Oh my god. Woof. Now, I will say though, I've not really done a whole lot with like Android Studio, for example. I imagine Android development would be pretty shite without having like the tooling and such built around it. Says a lot for the ecosystem, but details. I know it's hard. That's a very difficult thing to simulate. You are just so cozy. She's just chilling. Big girl. And you don't have the boilerplate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's too much for me. Maybe one day, maybe someday, but not this day. Okay. So this is currently failing out a ton because we are in the original version from cache was expecting that the metric was going to be encoded and that it was going to be a metric encoded as JSON. Now we could do that. We could do this. Metric equals metric. Name is evt.sender. Amount is evt dot amount. I think that's what I'd want. And I kind of do want to have an as JSON method on this so that I don't have to go back and forth on it. So if I go to metric. Oh, right, we have string. So we just do string. Oh. So if we do string, and then we do from string. Yeah, okay. I register month subscribed as evt.amount. Correct. evt.amount is kind of a, well, it's a thing. Oh shoot, so. No, that would be, because it would just be Salty Moth, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to think at the same time. Yes, so when I do a bits donation, sender is who cheered the bits. Amount is how many bits. For a subscriber, it's the sender is who subscribed and the number of months is the amount. And then for a gift subscription, there's also a recipient field. So it would be like sender and recipient would be the person that gifted the sub and the person that received the gifted sub. And then amount in that case, I think would just be 1. I don't think I did anything special with that. But event is kind of a it's kind of a generic holder of various types of events, and then we just have like a type that that diffs between them. So you got sender, recipient. If a user supplied message was sent, amount. Title is just for channel point redemption. I was going back and forth on how I wanted to do that, and I just decided to add title as a separate field. Okay, so we create a metric. We do metric.string. I'll probably have an enum or a constant in here for for the last sub, but I'll get to that. That calls metric.string. Metric.string does the JSON new encoder.encode. And then from cache, assuming that you give it, and actually, you know what, we should just call this from string. And then string. Oops. We'll just keep it as line, but from string, a string created by metric.string to a metric. So then that should do all the things. And then in our server subs handler, this is still a thing. Okay, that might do it. Let's find out. All right, CD bot. I think metrics.text is Gort, yeah. Hello, Zelda. Empty line, empty line, empty line. Okay, so now let's do our curl. Hey! It did a thing! I don't like that it's erroring out all like that all the time, but oh, that's baller. Hell yeah. There you go, Salty Moth, you're the last sub. In case you didn't know. Okay, so in this case, we don't want to send back an error. We just want to do that. So that way, if we have rm metrics.text and clear that out. Okay, so now the last sub is empty again. I'm actually curious, what happens? rm metrics. So we just deleted metrics.text. Does it just recreate it? I don't see metrics. Oh. Now that's interesting. Now what happened here? Oh, right, because we're not catching the error. Aha. Okay, so we got a problem. In theory, cache flush key value, or not value, it's just val. Oh, is this just old? No. Has wrong type matchbot cache.entry. Oh. It should just be %s and then line. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. Okay. So what I basically just did there is I pulled metrics.text out from under the bot. So now metrics.text is gone. Still not an error though. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna add that as a card real quick. Huh. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Bug. Deleting a cache file does not log an error. Interesting. So effectively what I'm doing there is bug. What I'm doing is under the hood, so you can see this this greeter.txt. Greeter.txt is the text file that the persistable cache uses as just a source, a cache source to persist to. What I just did with metrics is I deleted the metrics.txt, just right there. I just deleted that file. The bot's still running. It's still pulling Salty Moth from the cache, but it's it's not failing in theory on this flush, which is supposed to be happening. And it's not being written either. So why is it not being written? Yeah, after 10 seconds, flush the cache. We attempt to flush the cache. Where's trunk? Oh, maybe we're not getting there. Cache flush. Truncate? So this should have an error. Line doesn't exist here. And then here, cache flush line. So what that'll do is it'll show up as error in the it should show up as error in the logs. Okay, so metrics is there. If we are in metrics.txt, so metrics.txt is now gone. Have to give it a second because 10 seconds. No. Okay, so unfortunately, that's where we're gonna have to leave it because I unfortunately have to take off. But okay, so there's a bug in that process. So at some point in either flushing the cache or trying to write to the cache, we aren't yeah, interesting. Okay, now there should be a cache put. There's also a line in the write step where it should have failed, but oh wait, no, it's because it's not persistent. Is it? No, it's persistent. Okay, yeah, no, that's still a bug. So there appears to be a bug in this, and I'm just gonna make a to-do for myself. To-do, this isn't failing when the file disappears? Question mark. And we'll go from there. But for now, I need to take off. Got a couple of things I need to do. But thank you all so much for joining us. Give you one last shot of the lab cat. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much for stopping by the lab. Hope it has been at least enjoyable. We didn't get as much done, but we at least got to see a subscriber on the screen, so that's pretty freaking cool. So we'll just keep building on that and see if we can start making some of these features, kind of start porting over some slobs, some Streamlabs features as we go. But until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.